Why is Anna Duggar still married to Josh Duggar? This question has been posed by more than a few curious and confused internet users and television viewers for years at this point. It was asked back in the spring of 2015 after Josh confessed to having molested a number of young girls, including his own sisters. It was then asked later in 2015 after Josh confessed to having carried on extramarital affairs with women he met online. And now, after yet another shocking scandal centered around this father of six, the question is being posed once again. In the wake of her husband being arrested on 2 counts of child pornography possession, again we have to ask, why is Anna Duggar still married to Josh Duggar? According to a People magazine source, the answer is rather simple, even if it's very hard to believe. She's standing by him, explains this insider. She thinks Josh is innocent. If this really is the case, Anna is very much in the minority. Just consider what we know about Josh Duggar. Federal agents raided Duggar's place of work in November 2019 and seized his computer. On May 6, 2021, Homeland Security Investigations Special Agent Gerald Faulkner testified about the images of nude minors and other child sex abuse materials that were found on a hidden hard drive. Josh's desktop underwent a forensic investigation, which unearthed the material. Faulkner said 2 files flagged by local authorities who then contacted this federal agency initially triggered the investigation. We have to warn you that these details of the material he's accused of possessing are deeply upsetting. There was a 2+ minute video of 2 naked prepubescent girls engaged in sexual activity who were then sexually assaulted by an adult male. A zip file of 65 images of prepubescent female between of age 7 and 9 without any clothes on, showing her private parts. Josh is also accused of downloading over 200 sexually explicit photos of minors as young as 18 months old in total. We're talking about truly horrifying allegations here. Faulkner also spoke about one series of videos and said it was in the top 5 of the worst he has ever had to examine. The agent even noted the screensaver on the desktop allegedly used to view child porn was a photo of Josh with Anna and their kids. Yes, Josh is innocent until proven guilty, and yes, he has pleaded not guilty to these charges, but the evidence thus far simply appears to be quite damning, and that's before one even considers his past. For a man who has confessed inappropriate touching, infidelity, and admitted pornography addiction, this isn't a one-off. Josh was released on bond 1 week after his arrest. As he awaits a July trial, the 33-year-old is required to stay with third-party custodians LeCount and Maria Reber because a judge has banned him from being near any minors by himself. That ban includes his own children, 6, with 1 on the way later this year. Duggar is being confined to his temporary home with GPS tracking. Some critics out there have taken Anna to task for sticking by Josh. Throughout all of this, what could possibly lead her to stay? Critics blame her for continually exposing her sons and daughters to someone with their dad's predilections and habits. They believe she's doing so out of selfish interests, be it fame, fortune, or whatever they think comes from being part of the Duggars. Others, however, take a far more sympathetic view of Anna. The 32-year-old has not yet said anything in public about her husband's arrest, though plenty of speculation has emerged. Anna-apologists see her as having been preyed upon as a teenager by a religious cult, and that concept certainly has merit. Some feel that the family brainwashed Anna into believing that her purpose is to bear children and overcome obstacles. She's certainly given birth to and been presented with plenty of those over the years. Is this simply her lot in life? Is believing that Josh is the victim of a conspiracy the only way she can justify the unyielding loyalty at this point? Only she knows for sure. In any case, our guess is Anna will never leave, and she'll tell herself whatever she needs to in order to sleep at night. After all, she has no other options. Josh's parents, Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar, have broken their silence on their oldest son shortly after his arrest. The accusations brought against Joshua today are very serious. Their joint statement read, "We appreciate your continued prayers for our family at this time. It is our prayer that the truth, no matter what it is, will come to light, and that this will all be resolved in a timely manner. We love Josh and Anna and continue to pray for their family." Where was that search for the truth all those years ago when they covered it up? And what has all that prayer gotten us up until now? Just asking. That's it for now, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to stay tuned.